Man, we in here with Kent Cruz, man. You at 147 now, right?
Yes, sir. 147.
So talk to us a
147.
little bit about this upcoming fight you got tomorrow night, man, with Ricardo Salas, man. How'd that go about, man? And what can we expect out of that, man?
Oh yeah. As you know, I'm with a new management team. I'm with First Fighters Management. Fighters First. I mean, what am I saying? Fighters First Management, and with Jolene Mazone and Adrian Clark. So that they're doing. Kind of. I've been a free agent for a while. I didn't have no promoter, no management, and my career is kind of everybody that follows me and keep up with me know my career has been kind of stalled. I've been idled for a long time in my career. Since like 2019. I get one fight a year, and stuff like that. One fight a year, and then they'll sit me for a year. And that just happened because I didn't had no management, no team behind me. So in this boxing game, when you don't have a team behind you, when you don't have nobody finding you fights, if nobody's making money off you, nobody's concerned about getting you fights. So you got to do it yourself as a fighter.
Hmm.
And I was at a point in my career where I was like 15-0. I probably had like one draw, and that was a risky fight for everybody. So nobody was jumping to fight me. It was a high risk fight, low reward. And I got with Fighters First Management with Jolene, and they've been nothing but great to me, man. They've been getting me fights consistently. I just fought 5 months ago in St. Louis, in my hometown, and now I'm jumping right back out here. Now in Philly on the main event on Pro Box. Pro Box is doing good for fighters. It's another good platform to keep fighters busy. Instead of us waiting on the big cards and all that. Let's just keep it busy and on to the next. And that I'm trying to stay busy this year. I want two more after this, hopefully. So
Well, listen, man, I'm a big supporter of Pro Box. I've said it on various lives of mine, man, that I really like
yes,
what they're doing. I mean, and they're
absolutely.
stacked, man. If people are sleeping on Pro Box, they're sleeping badly because you got people like Daryl Valsane over there. You got the Valle brothers. You got Najee Lopez over there. You got Kent Cruz is now fighting on there. Like
Facts.
they're doing a lot of great things in there, but this opponent here, Ricardo Salas, how'd that come about, man? What do you know about him?
Yeah, so I had a couple names. So Jolene, I was already gonna be fighting on Pro Box, and they was
Mhm.
throwing names out there. I was supposed to fight originally some guy from Mexico. He was like 21-0. He got a brother. I forgot his name. Um, but but yeah, so he turned down the fight. They turned it down because I think they couldn't work out a deal with Pro Box. So they offered me these two guys from Mexico, and Salas was one of them, and then a guy that beat Salas. I forgot his name, but it was like a split decision he had with Salas. They offered me him. So I told Jolene, I'm at a point in my career kind of, I want all the smoke. I don't. Everybody knows, like, I don't duck nobody. So I told her, I was like, hey, let's do it. And he's coming off a good win. He just stopped Roman Villa. So me being this guy, I'm gonna be, it'll catapult me and then put me in the rankings, in one of these sanctioned bodies. So it's a huge fight for me, and I'm excited. And his style is gonna be like he gonna be there. So like I don't gotta go looking for him. So it's
Right.
gonna be an action packed fight, man. I just gotta make it my fight. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh yeah, man, no doubt about it, man. And I've been with you since the early days and stuff like that. I'm real genuine, man. I don't you're like my brother to me, man. I don't like boxing is secondary for me and you. For me.
Oh, for sure, for
For me
sure.
personally, man. So,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't care what happens in boxing with you. You're still always gonna be my brother. But with that
hundred
being
percent.
said, I wanted to rewind a little bit, man, because people don't understand how tough boxing is, man. I kind of understood, the Antoine Russell fight. I understood what you was going through. I know you're not gonna dig deep into that because fighters are fighters and they're gonna do what they're gonna do. But could you speak about the struggles and the things you got to go through, man, going into a camp, going into a fight, and all that, and all the things that could go wrong, making weight and all that, man. Like they don't get it, man. So that's why I don't put too much weight on losses. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure, for sure.
So
Like you said, the Gary Russell fight that was, to be honest, I was working with Ronnie previously, like before when I fought the Gogo Kia guy, I was fighting him. We was doing catch weights at 143. And what happened when you start doing catch weights is your body starts kind of getting used to a certain weight, and it gets comfortable at a certain weight. you know. So I was doing 143 catch weights, 142, 143, and my body kind of just, you know, got accustomed to that. And I haven't made one. I didn't know this, but we did our research, and I had made 140 since 2020. You know, prior to the Gary Russell fight. So, you know, 2020, that's when I fought Eric Castillo on PBC, and that was 4 years. That was like 3 years ago. You know, before the 3 going on 4 years. So my body, I'm getting older. I was older. I was 30 years old when I fought him, and you know, Ronnie been telling me like, hey, Kent, man, it's time for you to move up, dude. It's getting tough. Even to make the 43, it was tough. And you
Right.
know, like you said, when you start getting older, your metabolism slowed down. Now I'm hard headed. I'm still thinking that, you know, we never want to admit that we're getting older. Our
Right.
metabolism slowing down, especially as a fighter, because I'm still active and I'm still training and stuff. So I'm like, no, I'm pushing. You know, I was like, I can make 140. I can make 140. And then it was just an opportunity that I just couldn't pass up. You know, fighting Gary Antoine Russell on Showtime. It was one of the the second to last show on Showtime. You know, and I took the fight, man. But we knew Gary Russell's a beast. You know, I'll take nothing away from him. My only loss was to a world champion. You know, so like I was talking with the guys at Pro Box at the the commentary team or whatever. You know, shit, my only loss was to a world champion and a beast. You know, and everybody, you know, my team knew. We all knew that, you know, the weight was gonna be tough. But it was just an opportunity I couldn't pass up, man. It was just too big. You know, like I said, you know, with the purse and the opportunity to be ranked. I was gonna be right. I was gonna probably be fighting Puello right after that for a world title.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it was just an opportunity I couldn't pass up, and I don't take, you know, I don't regret it. I definitely don't
No,
regret it.
you shouldn't.
A lot of people don't get those type of opportunities, you know, to be on that stage, you know, to fight on Showtime, man. Showtime's not even part of boxing no more, you know. And I was at that big stage, so I got to start back with this guy.
It's a blessing to me. In my opinion, I think that fight was actually a blessing. And I
Yes,
know that, you know, people are gonna say that sounds weird. He lost, you know. I say, yeah, but it's a blessing because you get to see people's true colors, Kenny.
exactly.
You
Yes,
get
bro.
you get to see who really is down with you. You know what I'm saying? You get to hear
Yes,
the chatter.
yes.
Now, you know, after a loss, you get to hear, wow, man, I thought this dude was real with me. You know, like, damn, man, like you really talking about me like this, you know, like I was
Yeah, and that's what happened, bro. I come
insane.
back home. I came back home, and everybody was telling me like, "Oh, you know, people been talking like, oh, Kenny, you took a dive." And everybody knows, if you know me personally, man, I'm a prideful. You know how Puerto Rico, how we are, bro. Puerto
Yes,
Rico, we're
yes.
prideful, bro. I
Mhm.
got the island behind me. I got, like, even though they're not gonna say nothing, but Puerto Rico's always watching you, bro. Puerto Rico's watching you. I had St. Louis behind me, you know, and I'm a prideful person, man. Like, you know, when a lot of people was like, "Oh man, we think you took a dive." I'm like, bro, I would never. I got a family. I'm too prideful, bro. I got too many
Right.
people, you know, looking behind me, and this was an opportunity for me to double up my chances after that. So why would you, you know, people even, you know, say stuff like that? But like you said, it's just ignorance, man, and people not understanding the business of boxing, not understanding what you're going against. Like, I don't take nothing away from Gary. Gary, you know, Gary was a beast, man. He placed some good shots down there, and me looking away, talking to the ref, like just shit that I should never been doing, you
Right,
know.
right.
But shit, like you said, you live and you learn, man.
Yeah, but they're life lessons, like you said. Now you know
Life
what.
lesson.
Now you don't have that monkey on your shoulder that, oh man,
That's
you know, you're fighting
that
free.
old don't mean nothing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm fighting. Yes,
You
sir.
know, to me, you're going to be more at ease. Your mind is going to be free. You know, and I expect to see a real good outing by you tomorrow, man. Not
Yes,
just because you're
bro.
my brother, but just because of everything that happened leading up to this. I think
Yes.
your mind is more focused on it now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you said, you get the monkey off your back and shit. I'm going in this fight. Like you said, I mean, they got me on the B side, but this dude ain't really. He don't got the, you know, he don't got the type of skill set or you know, or the stuff that the other guys I've been in the ring with. You know what I'm saying? He's just a come forward.
Right,
He's just gonna try to make it ugly. That's all he could do because, you know, I got all the advantages with my jab. You know, with the reach. I just got to box, kind of, bro. As long as I'm boxing, I'm sharp. I'm taking my time, bro. I just know I'm
yeah.
gonna pick this cat apart, bro.
Oh man, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? The other St. Louis brother that living in Florida now.
Florida, St. Louis, brother. A boxer, a boxer.
A boxer, man. One of the guys you turned me on to, man. And he pulled off the upset on Pro Box about a month
Oh,
ago.
did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to look for the text message because I know I got him on here somewhere, man. We was texting back and forth. Because the reason I wanted to bring him up was because he was also the B-side, man.
Yeah,
Where's he at, man? Where is he at, man? Man, I got the name right on the tip of my tongue and I can't remember, bro. You actually hooked me up with him, man.
I did.
Yes,
Who moved to St. Louis? Who moved to Florida from St. Louis? A boxer.
bro.
They fought on Pro Box.
When I tell you his name, you're gonna be like, oh shit. Man,
I think
come on, man. I actually did an interview with him, man.
okay.
I actually did an interview with him more than once, man. Golly, what is his name, man? Oh, man, he gonna kick my ass, man, for forgetting. He is, man. But I gotta find it, man. I gotta find it, man. Be patient with me, man.
I got you.
Be patient with me, cause
Now Pro Box do good though, like putting the young fighters against each other in 50-50 fights, man. You can respect that. What's that?
Justin Paldo.
Oh, Justin. Yeah, Justin. Yeah. No, Justin's from Florida. He's from Florida. That's right. Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, okay, but he's in Houston now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my brother.
You connect me with him.
Yeah. Justin, that's my boy, man. And he had a phenomenal performance.
Yeah, man.
We're actually with the same team. We're with the same team and all that. So yeah, Justin looked great, man. He inspired me. I'm like, man, I got now's my turn. I gotta look just like that. He dominated, bro.
Bro, I was telling everybody while I was doing I did my live show before, I do my live shows before the fights and all that. I was telling everybody, y'all talking about this other guy, but man, Paldo though, y'all better watch. and he did his thing, bro. He looked phenomenal, man. And
man, he looked good, dude.
And people were writing him off.
Yes, there was.
And that's why I was kind of like putting the bridge together with you, that there's a lot of people that wrote you off. And I'm like, no, it's too early for that.
Right.
You know,
have a surprise. They're gonna get them a nice little surprise, man.
I said, my man might have a chip on his shoulder now.
Oh, man, I do, bro. I do. And at 147, I just feel way more stronger. I feel way more stronger, man. It's been showing, like home sparring and I just feel amazing. I feel amazing, man. This is where my body should have been at. I should have been here. And I just rehydrate. I'd be so big going into the ring. I know this guy's gonna feel my power, bro. Like he's gonna feel it, man.
And I can't wait. I should have been in Philadelphia, dog. I should have been working.
Facts, bro. Real talk.
Hey, man. So I mean, I know you're still working on your boxing career and all that stuff, man. But I mean, I know one day, man, what's going to end up happening, man, because I know our brotherhood is so tight.
Yeah.
I managed a little bit here and there. I got a couple little fighters here and there. I think we're going to end up teaming up at the end of the day, man. I just can't see nobody else to do that with than you, man.
No, facts, 100%.
I can see that, man. A lot of people don't know the story, man, but I was co-managing, with a friend of mine, and he got into a car accident and died, man. And ever since then,
oh damn, sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, I've been off grid since then. I've been kind of like off grid, but because it's been tough because I'll be honest about it. He knew the business way more than me, man. So I was kind of like on his coattail, and that's just being honest and real. Like I know a lot, but he knew a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he had major connections, like way more than me, and I still got some connections, but not like he did. So
yeah, that's what it's all about, bro.
And
it's all about building relationships. Me as a fighter, kind of, like I've been with Top Rank. I've been at the top stage. I dealt with PBC multiple years. Like you said, now Pro Box. Like I a lot of match. It's all word of mouth, bro. A lot of match. Once they know who you are or heard your name, then they know you're the real deal. Yeah. So it'll be easy for me to, like you said, get into the management side. And I already talked to my team. I was like, hey, once I'm done with my career, I want to stay in the business of boxing. Whether it's managing or coaching. I'm thinking about coaching, but coaching just takes a lot of time. It'd be like I'm still fighting. because I have to be in the gym 3 hours. So I think coaching might take too much. But I think managing, I could be able to pick up that phone and make phone calls and send emails out, about my fighters and stuff. So that's definitely something, bro. Like I said, and if I do it, man, I'm gonna bring you along. We use the platform, bring the guys in, and we do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do it the right way, man. I just want to, take
Oh
care
yeah,
of
oh
fighters,
yeah,
man.
oh
I
yeah,
ain't in it
oh yeah.
to fuck people because I know how dirty this game could be, man. Managers end up taking
Very,
more than
very dirty.
more than their percentage, whatever percentage they work out with the fighters, bro.
And maybe I shouldn't say this public, man, but I was probably one of the least that took percentages off these fighters. I was doing a 10% on them, and I wasn't
Yeah.
trying. I wanted them to eat. You know what I'm saying? They're putting in the work.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, bro.
I was
Yes.
I was hooking them up with matches and stuff. So yeah, 10% is plenty. Well, I don't need to be
Yes.
greedy.
Yeah.
For what? Let them eat. They'll be happier about it.
Exactly.
They're more willing to work with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 No, for sure. And like you said, just me personally, Ghana, I want to do it where like early in the fighter's career where I know they're not making much. I'm a fighter, so I know what you're making when you're doing 4 rounders, 6 rounders.
Correct. Correct.
And I think I let them keep that, till they get to a certain extent in their career. And then once we get them up to, 6, 8 rounders where they're making a little more, and
Yeah.
then I think eventually when I think, it's time we kind of get and also, man, in management, bro, like you need a little bread, man. You need a little bread to get
Yeah.
behind these fighters, man, because they want to go to camps and shit. They want uniforms. They want, they're young and they don't really, what I'm saying, they don't really, got much, what I'm saying, only your career because you're still trying to, you're still trying to make some. So I just think,
No
you
doubt.
need to, like you said, bro, you need a little paper behind them, man, and
Mhm.
So once we find them fighters that we believe in, I want, I want a fighter that I got a good eye for talent, I think, bro. So I want
Oh
I
yeah.
want some I want a good little standout amateur or like a pro with a couple fights, man, that we could build. I might do it after this fight, man, to be honest, bro. I might
Yeah.
pull that trigger, bro. I might pull that trigger, dog. So I'm like, when you get that phone call, kind of, you already know, bro.
Oh
It's
yeah. I
time
already know, man.
to.
But speaking of pro boxing, your fight tomorrow, man, have they told you anything like any kind of heads up or anything like, yo, man, you win this fight and stuff, we can probably line this up or line that up. I mean, any talks like that or has it?
Man, no talks, but crazy stuff that you brought that up, bro. We're fighting for an IBF title, and I didn't even know about it. It's like an IBF, some type of regional IBF title,
Man,
and I didn't make the weight. I didn't make the 147. I came in like 2 pounds. So it was 147 plus one, take or give 1 pound, and I
right.
came in at one. I came in at 150, bro, like 150.6 or something.
Hmm.
So I didn't know it was a title on the line, and my mistake was I got here. Like you said, making 47 was easier for me, and I kind of got a little too comfortable, bro. I got too comfortable. I came down here like 150, 158, 159, something like that when I got here Wednesday, and I dropped them 9 pounds in 2 days. But like you said, that's just a part of what I'm saying, of
Hmm.
the side that people don't see, bro. The shit that we go through. And then my team was telling me, hey, you think you get the extra 1 or 2 pounds off, and I'm just like, no, man, I'm not gonna do that same mistake I did with Russell. Was right after you weigh in, you try to go, you lose another pound, and then you go into the fight zapped. You go into so I told myself, man, I give up. I give once I win the fight, I'm gonna at 147, I will whatever sanctioning body, like I said, that I can get ranked with because I think he's ranked in multiple sanctioning bodies. So
Hmm.
whatever spot they could put me in, we get top 10 in them sanctioning bodies, man. I just want the spot. I just want the position, bro. I want the position
Right,
you in.
right,
Give me
right.
that rank. Give me that ranking. I don't care. Like IBF, this IBF regional title, that don't mean nothing to me, bro. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? If it ain't the real title, I don't want it. That shit don't excite me.
I got you.
All that shit is probably gonna be like an extra fee. You know what I'm saying when I'm defending it. If they do those for them regional titles,
That
that shit
part.
just gonna be that shit just gonna be extra
That
3%
part.
coming out my purse. Fuck that.
Kenny said, "Let me keep that money in my pocket, man. My kids."
Man, yeah. Let me just get that. Let me get that ranking, bro. Let me get that spot. I ain't worried about no belts. That don't mean nothing. Yeah, there is a step ahead. It feels good, to have the belt, but I know deep inside that I'm gonna win that mug tomorrow. So And it was just like stuff that happens behind the scene. Kind of like my
Mm-hmm.
management wasn't aware. Um, I wasn't even aware. Like, how you gonna get to a fight and they tell you the day at the weigh-ins? Oh, hey, by the way, this is for IBF. Blah blah blah. Like, hey, so bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah,
ain't never.
yeah.
We never in my management. She, you know, Jolene. She's great. She normally, you know, beyond that, but we wasn't aware, man. So I don't know if because you know
Kind of
purse
walk out,
issues or
man.
anything like that,
What
but it was
kind
just
of
some.
ring walk?
That's just
What kind of ring walk we get tomorrow? You know.
we're in walk, man. You know, I'm in Philly, bro. So I gotta show my respect to Philly, man. I'm coming out to some Meek Mill tomorrow, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
the
coming
outfit
out to
got to
some
be
Meek.
dope, right? The outfit dope, right? On point. The outfit.
Oh yeah. I got my outfit. It's actually an outfit I fought in before, man. So I just like I
Okay.
said, this is strictly business for me, bro. This is strictly business, man. I don't care. I don't care about, you know, none of that. You know, I know it's gonna be a tough, rugged fight. I just want to go in here. I'm just locked in, bro. I just want to lock in there and handle my business, man. I want to get a knockout, bro. But if not, we'll get the decision. But I'm definitely gonna be throwing some big shots in that mug, man, because
Hey, no
I think
doubt.
he's gonna be open, bro. He's gonna be open because he's trying to open up and throw big looping shots. So I gotta go in between that shit, you know, punching between his punches.
Punch in between with straight punches.
Punch in between with straight shots and uppercuts. I think the
Yeah,
uppercut is gonna be there devastating because he throws a lot of loop. I don't know if you watched him, but he throw a lot of looping
yeah,
overhand rights and left hooks,
yeah,
bro. Kind of like the Isaac Cruz style coming forward, walk out, you know,
yeah. You
winding
gotta
up a
make them
lot of
pay for that.
shots.
You
I
gotta
gotta
put
make him
that
pay, bro.
get back. You gotta put that get back on him. Bop, get
Get
back.
that. Yes.
You know?
Just keeps. I gotta punch with him, punching with him. You know, react to whatever he throw. Pop, pop, pop. Have a response for everything, like you said.
Just be smart with it,
So
man, Kenny. Be smart.
for
Smart with
sure,
it, man.
bro.
Everything
Be real
educated,
smart.
man. Educated aggression,
Everything. Yes,
control.
yes,
Control. Um,
yes, bro.
I'm on your team regardless, man. One way or the other,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
always gonna be Team Cruz. You know how that
fact.
goes, man. And for those
For
y'all
sure.
don't know, man, Kenny's been around since my first channel. Okay, he's like one of the reasons I even did my channel. I did lose the other channel, which has so many subscribers and all that, but that's water under
Facts.
the bridge. We're starting this new channel, man, and it was finally long overdue that I got you back on here on this channel to bless.
No, facts.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, I'm happy to be on here, bro. Like I told you, man. You know, and I know you always reach out to me, try to get me on, man. But you know, when I'm back home, I just be having so much stuff going on, bro. But you know, I'm always grateful, man. You know, before my fights, bro, or after, I always, you know, I gotta come on here, bro. Like, see, you know, I got this one of my main platforms that I use before fights, after fights. Like I said, I could recommend somebody, and I know, hey, I got somebody, like, you know, one of my boys, fighters or whatever. I know you'll look out for me, man. But you've been nothing but great to me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
you've thrown Paul
I just
those
want to
good
take
big. You've thrown Big Shot Shaw, which
big
I
shot,
really like. Big. I love Stephen Shaw so much, man. I mean,
man. Dude's a beast, bro. Dude's a beast, and he's fighting right after me, man. So I know
yeah,
he's gonna do his
yeah,
thing. You know,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm starting it off. I got to start it off, and I know he's gonna do his thing, man. Put on for St. Louis, man. He's
I still believe in him.
one of
I
our
still
top
believe in him.
talents, man. He's amazing, bro. He's amazing, and he's so hungry, man. He's still so hungry,
Yes,
bro. That's something you can't
yeah.
teach. You know, you
I
can't
think
teach
he's
that
hungry
ambition and
now.
that hunger.
I think he's hungry now. I think he's
Yes,
hungry
sir.
now. He's got a big chip on his shoulder right now, man. And I still believe in him. I still think he could be a heavyweight champion. It may
Man,
sound
without
crazy
a
to a
doubt.
lot of people, but
No,
that's
without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt, man. He's one of the most talented heavyweights. I mean, if you with the eye test, he's one of the best talented, man. Good feet. He don't move like them other guys. You know, slow.
yeah.
He's heavy handed. Good feet. You know, fights like a middleweight.
Yes, indeed, man. Wait, man, I don't want to hold you up too much longer. I want you to get your rest. That way you're, nice and replenished tomorrow and all that. Any last
Fact.
words for any interviewing audience?
No, I just want to tell everybody, man, tune in tomorrow night. I'm gonna, you know, I'll fight for my peoples, man. I'll fight for, fight for you guys. I will be putting on a spectacular show. I will be sharp. You know, I'm gonna be sharp. I'm gonna be explosive. And yeah, man, just be. I'm gonna be back. This gonna put me back on a mix. This gonna put me right back where I belong. You know, like you saw all the people that doubted me. Said all this stuff. You just know this is the fight that y'all gonna see the old Ken Cruz back, man. I wanna I
Yes,
told you
indeed.
I want to go for I want to hurt this guy, man. I want to hurt this guy real bad. So, but I'm gonna be real smart with it. You know, stay behind my stick and get the job done. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how it comes. We're gonna get the job done. We're gonna get our hand raised and go back. You know, go back to the loom and celebrate, man. Then we're gonna be interviewing again on
Yes,
Monday, bro. You
indeed.
know what I'm
Yes,
saying,
indeed.
kind of
Yes,
talking
indeed. We
about the
do it.
victory, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But
sir.
regardless, you know, you're my brother, kind of man. You know, I'm always this. Like I said, it's my main platform, man. Anybody, you know, knows that I'm always out here, man. I'm your number one supporter, bro.
Man, and even when we ain't, we're talking behind the scenes on the phone. So hey,
That's
that's
it.
my brother, man.
Yes, sir.
Salute to
Yes,
you,
sir.
man, and much success to you tomorrow, man.
I appreciate you, Mike.